from two hungry neighbors and we went shopping. Trader Joe's run. So a lot of our friends have been asking us about what do we like to eat that's healthy? What do we like to buy in the stores? What do we pick up for a quick healthy meal? And we decided we would show you. So one of our favorite stores is Trader Joe's. And I used to go and spend $10 there, and now I spend a lot more every time I stop in. I have found over the years many great healthy items, and I think their prices are really great too. And so we have a number of staples in our homes that we get from Trader Joe's, but we picked up a few fun things and we thought we'd just give you a little tour of the things that we really like and tell you how we use those. So,
okay.
Do you want to start?
I will start. Probably the number one item that I think that we both buy a lot is the gluten-free rolled oats. Gluten-free. So that's huge. Most of the oats that you buy in the store do contain some gluten. Not quite sure how, but they do. So we use these overnight oats, oatmeal, in our little Dynabites that we make. My girlfriend actually puts them in her shakes. Miss Sandy actually puts these in her shakes. She loves oats in her shakes. So that. And then, let's see here. What do I want to do next? Probably my all-time favorite, something I just introduced to Miss Heather here, is the Japanese stir fry. So it is absolutely delicious. And I actually made up some for Miss Heather to try.
Looks so good.
You can add chicken to it. You can add more veggies to it. I just honestly, I usually eat it just like this, and it is
so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. I have got to pick that up.
Yeah. So let's see, and then we have let's go with the roasted corn. So the roasted corn I always keep in the freezer because I make this. I try to eat a plant-based diet, so I make a dip that has black beans, fresh tomato, red pepper, and a little bit of light Italian dressing, and you just toss it all together, and then you use tortilla chips, which we'll move on to the tortilla chips. I'm a little bit of a fiend when it comes to salsa. I have probably 3 to 4 jars in my pantry at all time, and probably 2 in my refrigerator. But this one is no salt added, and it is a roasted tomato salsa from Trader Joe's, which is so good. Their chips, the quinoa and black bean chips,
they're good.
They're so good.
That's just how you get your salsa in, right?
That's how I get the salsa in my mouth.
Got it.
And we'll just move on to another dip because I'm a dip girl. The hummus. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love hummus.
Awesome hummus.
I mean, it is. You can use this for anything. I put this in the bottom of my salad bowl. Build my salad on top. Do a little oil and vinegar. Toss it all together, and then the dressing. It makes it creamy.
You're so smart.
Usually when I go to parties, I bring up a hummus tray. So hummus and veggies. Next, one of my next favorite items is a vegan pesto. So no cheese. It has kale, cashew, and basil. Love this just tossed with pasta. And actually there's an item over here on Heather's side that she is obsessed with these. I mix these together and toss them with pasta. And
sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes.
They're so yummy.
Delicious. Let's see here. Next one, I always keep canned coconut milk in my pantry because I do a lot of dairy-free dressings, which we'll show you some of those in another segment. Full fat because you want that creaminess. What else do we use this for?
I just like to have it on hand if I'm out of my almond milk and I need to put some milk in a shake. I mean, I just like to always have that because that keeps in the pantry.
There you go. Coconut oil. Boy, use
Lots
it
of
to
uses.
saute in some of our Dynabites and some of our shakes. It makes a great lotion for your hands.
I ran out of lotion the other day and I put it on my face.
There you go.
Worked great.
All of their nuts, I think, are great value. So these are actually cashew pieces. Unsalted, raw cashew. I use this I have a vegetarian, not a vegetarian, it's actually a vegan spinach and artichoke dip. And you soak these and they become kind of soft and it just makes a kind of a creamy base. So all of their nuts that they have, I think, are a great value and delicious.
My kids love to snack on nuts, and I love that they don't have all the extra salt, and they're just the natural nut, too.
Let's see, and I think, the next thing, actually, I just came across these nut milks probably about 2 months ago. I I've had the cocoa almond cashew milk. I put those in my smoothies, or just drink it if I want just a quick sweet little treat. And then the blueberry lavender, I also put this in my shakes, but I also put it on my rice check cereal because it just gives it a little bit of a sweetness. It almost makes it taste like Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie.
So I'll pass that off to my kids.
Maybe. This one's new, the matcha. I think that's how you say it. I have not tried this one yet, so I will stay tuned. I'm gonna try this one in my smoothie tomorrow. And I think,
The hummus. Oh, you did hummus.
I did hummus. The gnocchi is actually something that Heather has tried before. I haven't. I love gnocchi, but this is cauliflower gnocchi. So less fat, less calories, and then
It's delicious. I love it.
I'm so excited. And then you can actually put their Trader Joe's pasta sauce on it. And this one has just a little bit of wine because I love wine. I think that's my
Yeah, and all of their, what I love about Trader Joe's is in their freezer section, they have a ton of things like this. And it's just a quick side to go with, your fish or your chicken or whatever you're making. And you'll be able to get dinner out in 10 to 15 minutes. Another one that I love that I get in the freezer section, there's a fire roasted vegetable. Have you had those? I forgot to pick those up. Oh my gosh, they're so good. But this here is their creamy polenta with spinach and carrots. It's delicious. They're just like little hockey pucks in here. You put them in a pan with a little bit of water, and in 5 to 10 minutes, this is ready to go. And it's just a great side dish. It's got your veggies in there. You can add more veggies on the side if you want. But it's really, really yummy. They also have some delicious shelled edamame. So they also have them shelled or unshelled in the freezer section. And this is a great snack. My son does these on his way to soccer or after school as a snack. Gives him some protein. It's healthy, quick, and it's just 45 seconds in the microwave. These are great on salads. Throw them in stir fries. Lots of great uses for this. I also love their organic brown rice. This might be, I know it's crazy, your rice is delicious too.
It's delicious.
But I'm just saying, if you need a basic rice, and I don't buy it because it's organic, I buy it because it is so good. But there's 3 packets in here, and you just pop one in the microwave, 3 minutes on high, and it's just really delicious. I mean, you can season it a little if you want. I don't know if it's the consistency, but it's just a quick and easy, I can have rice ready in 3 minutes. Again, it goes with my veggies and a quick protein. It's just delicious. Or just another way that I love to use this is I open up a can of black beans. I make this, I put some black beans on the rice, and then I add a little bit of the sun-dried tomatoes, and a little bit of the oil in here gives it flavor. It is,
She's obsessed with
I'm
those.
obsessed with these. Yes, I am.
Right.
They're good on everything. But it makes a really good vegan meal that
sounds delicious.
So yummy, or a side. You didn't think to try that?
No,
did you?
and you've been holding out. I just found out about this.
It's delicious. Someone told me about it a long time ago, and I have it in my freezer at all times. But that leads me to my favorite.
Her favorite.
My favorite. I put this on almost everything. So I love veggie quesadillas, and we will have to show you those sometime. But this is something that just a few of these on top of it just gives it a nice little flavor. They are packed in oil, so you don't want to use a lot of the oil, but just a little bit adds flavor. It's great on any kind of meat that you might make. I put it on chicken a lot. It's great in a pasta. And then of course it's great on rice. So really good flavor. I like it because you can, a lot of times the sun-dried tomatoes go bad in the pantry. This you can just leave in the fridge. And so you've always got them. And it's just it's a healthy way to spice up a meal. Speaking of my veggie quesadillas, this is the cheese I like to use. So there are good and not so good vegan cheeses. And I think there are some that just don't melt well. I love grilled cheese. I love, cheese like on top of a burger. I love cheese in my veggie quesadillas. And so this is a great way. You like these too.
I do.
There's more than this brand that are good, but this is one that we both have found that we like, and it melts really well. To me, that's the key thing, if it melts well. I will make my grilled cheese with this gluten-free bread from Trader Joe's. Another brand of gluten-free bread that I like is the Oaties. You can get that at most grocery stores, but what I like about the Trader Joe's brand, it's about the same nutritionally, but it's less expensive. And so I leave this, because there aren't the preservatives in it, you can't just set this out on your counter. So I leave it in the freezer. And then if I want, this morning I had 2 eggs and a piece of toast. So I just threw this, in my toaster.
Do you remember the vegan grilled cheese that I made for the one party that we had.
Yes.
And so I had gluten-free bread. I did the pesto and the sun-dried tomato and then the cheese. Do you remember
Oh my
those?
gosh, I do.
And
I didn't know
people-
you used that pesto.
And nobody knew that it was a vegan grilled cheese. They were all asking me what was on it.
Well, if you could just give me that pesto, then I've got my next
You might have to
meal.
make me one.
Yum, sounds delicious. Okay, so these are kind of fun. Again, back to my veggie quesadillas or fajitas or stir fries or anything. It's nice if you don't have fresh peppers on hand or if they've gone bad or whatever. I keep these in the freezer. All it is just peppers. That's all that's in here. Red, green, and yellow peppers, and it's always on hand if I just need a quick veggie or something to add for a meal. And so I think those are a great thing to have. Let's see. Oh, okay, so I'm a huge fan of Trader Joe's almond butter, cashew butter, peanut butter, and here's why. First of all, the price is better. It's not the most important thing, but it is important. You can get this for about $5.99, and at some of the grocery stores, something this big would be $15. And so I love them too because this is a no salt natural almond butter. That's just all it is almonds. They have that in the peanut butter as well. It's not processed in any way. I think the flavor is delicious. It does have a little oil on top, so you need to mix it up, and then you do leave it in the fridge after you've opened it. But I use this in my smoothies. I use it when I'm making certain healthier desserts. Sometimes I'll just have a scoop of it as a snack, but sometimes I'll put it on my gluten-free bread as a breakfast. But just really, really delicious, and I think a great place. They have a nice variety, and the prices are good. When I'm making my sweet treats, I do love my sweets. Have to have my sugar sometimes, and so I need a healthier alternative. I do like the organic coconut sugar that is at Trader Joe's. You can also buy this at regular grocery stores. It's still sugar, so you don't want to use unlimited amounts of it, but if you just need a little bit to sweeten your coffee, or you need a tablespoon or two in a dessert recipe, this is just a little bit cleaner way to get your sugar. I also use my unsweetened applesauce a lot, so not a fan of applesauce.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but it is delicious in your recipes. So a nice substitute to make some of your decadent desserts taste yummy but not have all the fat in them are to use things like pumpkin, banana, or applesauce. And what I like about this one is it's a very clean version of it. It's unsweetened, but it's also it works. I mean, it gives the nice consistency to desserts without having a strong applesauce flavor. So I often will use this and my almond butter and these oats and this coconut oil, and we can make some fabulous sweet treats that you would just never know are healthy or vegan or paleo or whatever it is you're trying to follow. So I think I got all of the items. This certainly is not an exhaustive list, but it is some things that we love, and it helps us to eat healthy, but also really be excited about what we're eating. Yeah, so take a trip to Trader Joe's, and we'll bring you other items that we love at a later date. Have a great day.
Bye.